Hey, so
Hey.
this is our reflection shoot day video, and we're going to be talking about how we think it overall went. I think it went pretty well. Do you guys think?
I think so as well.
Yeah, I think we had a few issues, but we managed to get over them and we completed it in good time. So the first question is, what did we learn, good and bad? So, do you want to answer?
Yeah, so basically for me, I learned how to use the Blackmagic camera, and I also learned like how to collaborate with the shop owners and how to communicate with them and how to make sure the shop owners we won't bother their business, but at the same time we can still shoot the sequence.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I learned definitely how to use the small rig, the handheld camera for my phone, because I was using it for most of the day. And I obviously, I learned how to work with the surroundings and how we had people coming in and out as we were filming in a busier location. I also learned about the different shot compositions and how we had to have her more distant and closer and how it would actually react on the camera.
I learned how to use the Nucleus M. It's like to zoom in and to zoom out when you use the small rig.
Okay, next question. So what went well and what could we do differently?
I think the overall progress was pretty good, and we didn't have any obstacles in the afternoon, and all the things ran pretty smoothly. And for what could I do different? Well, for one thing that I would check the weather report more.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely.
Yeah, I think, what went well was the morning was pretty good. We definitely stuck to our schedule, and obviously having Sarah come in to play our old woman, she was very good and came in on time. We could do all of her shots quite efficiently before bringing her back for lunch. And definitely, differently, I would say checking the weather, making sure we knew. We also had a slight issue with one of our cast members that had to leave early to get picked up, so we definitely kind of should have maybe known that before and been able to alter the timing so we could film their part earlier, as we had to rush that bit slightly. But yeah, apart from that, it was good.
I also think the shoot went really well, even though the weather was not as we expected it to be. I think we had good other options to change the plan. Yes.
Yeah. So the next question is, did you learn any new technical skills?
I learned how to change the focus length and how to make sure the frame is focused by seeing if the lines are red.
Oh yeah. I think I definitely learned again on the small rig how to operate it, how to set it up on the tripod and just use it generally. And we were obviously working together on using the focus to make sure we were together and focusing the shot, as obviously when it's handheld you've got to keep it very still to make sure you can get the right shot and stuff.
Yeah, like I already said, I think I learned to use the Nucleus M, and we worked together how to zoom in and to zoom out with it. Yes.
Yeah. So next question, did we learn any new technical language?
Well, I think most of the technical language we've already learned in Matt's workshop. But what I learned more is about how to describe we saw in the frame.
Yeah, and the compositions of it, and we definitely learnt properly how to start the shots, obviously standing by, making sure everyone was ready before we started, and then camera rolling and making sure to roll the camera before we said action to make sure we got the full shot, and obviously cut. But yeah. Anything else? I think that's it for that. So next question is, how did the skills you have learned in the camera workshops help prepare you for the shoot?
Well, the entire process of setting up the camera and tripod is what we learned in the workshop, and that helps so much in our actual shoot.
Definitely,
because that's something we'll use for multiple times, and every time we change the location, we have to set up again.
Yeah, I think definitely as well using like the rules we'd learnt with the 180-degree rule and also the 3-grid rule on the camera, making sure that when we were like setting up a shot, we'd have one person slightly to the left or right and having their headspace correct rather than bang in the centre, otherwise it doesn't look as good.
Yeah, I think so as well.
Yeah. I don't know, is there anything else? I think definitely setting up the camera efficiently, because obviously it was raining, we didn't have enough, like a lot of time, so we wanted to quickly, especially in the shop with the busy hours, we wanted to quickly get the shot set up, film it quick, so then it was done. Okay, what was your favourite part of the day?
My favorite part was shooting the homeless man part, because when Adam acted to get hit, he acted so well that I even laughed behind the camera.
Yeah, that was really
That's
good.
really funny.
My favourite part was probably filming inside the shop when we were filming the grandma. I thought it was really cool to do the moving shot with the panning and like coming in close, and especially the like shifting of the focus. I thought it was really cool.
Yeah, I also really enjoyed filming inside because I also really enjoyed the actor, like Sarah Jane acting.
She was really good.
Since I also found her really funny. Yeah.
So next question is, what are we most excited about when it comes to editing?
Well, my most exciting part is that the special effects we can add to the credits
Yeah,
when
definitely.
it comes to editing, because we just saw like other students did it before in their sequence, that they add some movement to the credits and basically some interactions with the props in the scene.
Yeah, I definitely think I'm very excited for like putting it together, because obviously ours is a comedy, so it's quite hard to like come to life when you're just filming these shots. It's obviously not that funny as you're filming it over and over again, but once we get it into editing, we'll be able to like cut it nicely together, and it's kind of the cuts and the types of shots that will make it like visually interesting.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see how the shots turned out, and also about the special effects and how the whole opening title sequence in general turned out after we edited it.
Yeah. Right, so we changed locations just to make it a little bit more fun. The next question was, what challenges do you face in the editing suite?
So it is like how to make sure it is funny by controlling the pace, because we're doing a dark humor comedy, and that it would be hard and it would be failed if we cannot control the pace properly and make it funny. And
Yeah, definitely. I also definitely think that a challenge would be to kind of flow our shots together, because our shots are quite like, we've got a lot going on, so we've got different locations, and it would just be to make sure that all the locations flow together and you can tell they're different. Similarly with the shot of the woman getting run over, we definitely need to make that be able to look like it's happening outside the shop and not that we did it in a separate location, because obviously we did.
yeah.
I think it will be, like already said, like harder to make it like funny, and also as Ellie said, to cut the scene with the woman being.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, next question. Are you happy with the footage that you have shot?
Well, overall, I'm pretty happy with what we got, and however, I feel a little bad that we didn't get the reaction shot in the front of the shop because of the weather conditions, but everything except for that was really good.
Yeah, I definitely think that all the shots we got were very good, especially even because it was raining in some of them. We had to kind of go around that, so hopefully once we do start editing on Friday, they'll all flow together well. I definitely think that the shots of the woman getting run over were very good, very clear. The close-ups of the note I thought we did very well, and yeah, just again the reaction shot would be better if we could have got that, but the conditions.
I think it went really well, but I think we should have more in mind that the weather can change. But yeah, I think we did a good job.
Yeah. So next question, what have you learned that you could use for your next filming project?
How to cooperate with the actors, because there are many times that I have to stand behind the camera and just to check if the position in the frame is good enough or not. So the communication is a key role during like how to adjust the positions, because the actors cannot see the frame.
Yeah. I definitely think that the focus is very, very important. I also think the shot composition and obviously the things we learnt prior to do with the 3 grid rule, definitely making sure your shot is appealing to the audience and that it kind of makes sense to what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay, last question. If you had to do it again, what would we do differently?
Like I already said, like look at the weather and talk more to the actors. Yeah, I think that's really important.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
so we have more kind of a plan.
Yeah, I definitely think similarly, like making sure that the actors know exactly what they're doing so they can kind of get it first time, or like, you know, they can repeat the same thing over and over again instead of being more hesitant about what they were going to have to do. I also think we would definitely obviously check the weather like we said. I think we definitely timed the day quite well, so I probably would keep that the same, but I think definitely checking out all locations we were using before we used them, such as the park that we ended up using. We could have looked more detail into that to see if there was a better option or if we could have filmed in a different place there.
Yeah.
I think I would be like more clear on
Same.
what we should do. Like no matter it's about the actors, no matter it's about the sequence or the weather conditions, because as directors, as we are creating this sequence, these are the stuff we have to be specific.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
that's it for our questions. So yeah, we think it went really well.
Bye.